Coming up on Look Today, well, thousands of people attended the Saratoga Dance Flurry at the City Center. I've got details. And GE loses a major tax grievance battle involving a dewatering plant in Fort Edward. I've got those details. And hikers are found shortly after going missing on the Pilot Knob Trail in extreme weather conditions. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone and happy President's Day. I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with John Strong. He's the Executive Director of the Lake George Arts Project. Plus, I also sit down with EDC President Ed Bartholomew. And I've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. Well, thousands of people turned up at the Saratoga City Center this past weekend to dance until the early hours of the morning. The Dance Flurry held an array of different styles of dancing, from waltzes to tango, swing to contra, and hip-hop to Irish river dancing. Let's just say that the Flurry had it all. People of all ages came dressed in style. Other activities were offered, such as workshops, singing crafts, musical jamming, and more to entice people of all levels of experience and interest. We spoke to one of the participants, Betty Gatan, about her choice of dance.
Actually, one of my younger sisters started arch dancing before I did, and I saw it and it was like just so pretty and I liked the music. And then I had another friend who wanted to join with me, so we ended up joining and I've loved it ever since. So
I think that's the best event all winter long. Well, in other news, GE loses a major tax grievance battle involving a dewatering plant in Fort Edward. Well, the Supreme Court ruled on Friday the company is not eligible for a tax exemption for the Hudson River PCB processing facility. Now, if GE had won, taxes would have been reduced to the level they were prior to construction of the plant. Now, as we all know, GE built the facility under an order from the Environmental Protection Agency to dredge the Hudson River. Well, change it from news to weather. What a weather. Winter hit hard this past weekend, with temperatures dropping way below zero. Well, the temperature hit 0 degrees at 5 p.m. on Saturday, and believe it or not, fell to minus 13 by 7 a.m. on Sunday. The overnight low was not a record. That mark was set 13 years ago at minus 24 degrees. Now, as quickly as the cold came, it is now expected to go away, with temperatures rising to a high of 40 degrees by Tuesday. Now, this is a dramatic turnaround of 60 degrees from this morning's low. Now, for a more detailed look at the weather, we head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. And back to the news. Well, talking of weather, missing hikers on the Pilot Knob Trail were quickly found at around 9 p.m. on Sunday. Now, with temperatures hovering below zero, local public safety officers quickly responded to the incident, which happened at 8 p.m. Now, the hikers had been in touch with their friends at around 4 p.m. when they reached the summit of their hike, and again at 5 to report that they had gone down the wrong trail. Well, DEC officers were in charge of the search, and units from the sheriff's office responded as well. That's a happy ending. I'm glad for that. Up next, I sit down with John Strong. He's the Executive Director of the Lake George Arts Project. Plus, I also sit down with EDC President Ed Bartholomew, and he wants to talk about developments at the Glens Falls Civic Center. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, or join us for an interview, give us a call on the hotline, 798-8000.